Hello, good afternoon viewers, and welcome to our platform where we provide lessons in mathematics as we prepare people that are writing their examinations for grade 12 internal GCE as well as grade 9 internal and the external. So in this short presentation, I have 3 questions from 1984 grade 10 exam because before grade 9 exam was introduced, to be written as in grade 9, it used to be written in grade 10. So these are questions that I've drawn from this particular exam that was written in grade 10 instead of 9. Okay, so these things do evolve from time to time. Now, I must mention that these questions, as you see them, okay, as in today's exams, you expect them in grade 12 exam. So, particularly those of you that are preparing for grade 12 exam, I request you to pay attention because this is where we expect you to find such kind of questions, grade 12. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's look at what we are supposed to do. And it's also important to mention that if you can pause the video, then you solve the questions on your own, then we come and compare our answers. It's very possible in these presentations that we make, we error here and there. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of lessons that you may need. So let's begin. Subtract negative 12a plus b from 25a minus b. So which one are we subtracting from the other? If we say 2 minus 4, which one has been subtracted from the other? So it's like we are saying subtract 4 from 2. Okay? Subtract 4 from 2. So this is going to be 25a minus b. From this one, what are we supposed to subtract? We should subtract, what are we subtracting? Minus 12b, or minus 12a plus b. All right? So this is an expression where most of us would have challenges. Just write this expression because I know it will be written the other way around. So then we're going to say 25a minus b. Then we distribute, okay, the negative. So we're going to have plus 12a. This negative and this positive, we're going to have a minus b. Then at this point, we can put the like terms together. 25a plus 12a minus b minus b. What do we get here? This is going to give us 37 a minus 2b. The negative and the negative is like we have minus 1 minus 1. This gives us what? Minus 2. So this is the answer that was expected us to find. And in this particular exam, suffice to mention that all these 3 questions were given like the multiple choice answers. Okay? Then we go to the next one. If 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power x is equals to 64, then what is the value of x? Then what is the value of x? This is very simple. 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power x is equals to 64. Then what is the value of x? So the only thing that we are supposed to do here, because of this 2, we are looking for a number that we are supposed to multiply by 2 raised to the base, okay? Raised to the base what? 2. Okay. So now, let's divide this number by 2. What do we get? We are going to get 2 multiplied by 32. This gives us what? 64. Okay? This gives us 64. So this 2, we have it here. then it means now we need to rewrite this 60 what? I mean this 32. We need to rewrite this 32 raised to the power, I mean raised to the base should be 2 here. Okay? So what are we going to have? You can try it out. You're going to discover that when you write, so we are saying 2 multiplied by 2, what do we get? This gives us 4. Again, multiplied by another 2, this gives us 8. Multiplied by another 2, this gives us 16. Multiplied by another 2, this gives us now 30 what? 32. Because we know that the base must be 2. So how many are they? There are 5. So this is going to be what? To be 5. This is still giving us what? 64. So now, what we are looking for is the value of what? X. So what has the value of the place of X has been taken by 5. So our X here is what? 5. Our X is what? 5. Are we together? That is very important for us to know that that is what the value of X is going to be. Okay. Now we have the last question. We have the last question here. Okay. And I must mention, mathematics concepts are intertwined. The issue of saying, no, I'm good at this topic as opposed to the other is going to jeopardize your performance, overall performance as you handle some questions, because you will discover that before you get to the final answer, you need to employ the aspect or the knowledge from another topic. So if you do not know that part, then that will get you in trouble, okay? So now, like in this case, you need to understand that first of all, before we do anything here, we should apply Pythagoras theorem in order for us to get to know this missing side, okay? So Pythagoras theorem, we all know what it states. So in this case, I'm going to assume that we are familiar with Pythagoras theorem being a grade 9 topic, okay? So Pythagoras theorem, I'll go straight away and say this side, which is missing here, it is the same as, I'll say, the square root of what? 13 minus, I mean the square. So this is going to give me what? This gives me 169 minus 25. What do we get? Okay? What do we get? This is going to give us what? The root of 144. And the square root of 144 is what? It's 12. The square root of 144 is 12 here. So at least now we have all the sides. Right? This is very important, this is very important. Okay? And now in this case where we have the sine, the tangent, we know that we are dealing with trigonometry. Okay? We know that we are dealing with trigonometry, and here we're talking about trigonometric ratios. That is like the soccer tower. Okay? We're talking about the soccer tower here. Okay? This is for the sine, for the cos, and for the tangent. Okay? So sine is equals to the opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite here, the opposite to this angle here, the opposite to this angle is 5 over the hypotenuse, the longest side. Okay? That is what we're going to get. So now, after we have this one, now we can go and say, what about the tangent? The tangent. What is tangent? Tangent is equal to what? Opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. So what is our tangent here? Tan theta is equals to the opposite over, so what is our opposite? Our opposite is still what? 5 over the adjacent. What is our adjacent? Our adjacent is 12. That is our adjacent. So this is what is going to be our answer. And please pay particular attention to these questions, because you expect them in the exam, especially this one does come a lot in paper 1. And paper 1, you must know that you do not need to use a calculator. Basically, these things are very simple. The idea of saying mathematics is a difficult subject, those are beliefs and perceptions that we must throw away, because they do not hold. Okay? You need to conquer that kind of mentality because it's neither here nor there. The subject is user-friendly. You need just to have a better approach. And once you dispel that kind of mentality, you will realize that the subject is quite simple. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to comment as you always do. Otherwise, we appreciate that you watch our presentations. Until next time.